Hi, this is Pinky Karki and my student ID is KAC3346. Today I am doing a video presentation of the subject Corporate Accounting for the topic Accounting for Income Taxes. I have chosen the Bendigo and Adelaide Bank Limited for the topic, and talking about the accounting for income tax, it is covered by AASB 112. So I am going to tell something about Bendigo and Adelaide Bank Limited. Bendigo and Adelaide Bank is an Australian financial institution operating primarily in retail banking. The company was formed by merger of Bendigo and Adelaide Bank back in November 2007. For the next topic, I am talking about the accounting profit. Accounting profit corresponds to the sum profits of the company which are measured as per generally accepted accounting principles. It covers all the specific company costs such as recurrent expenditure, depletion, debt and taxes. Accounting profit of Bendigo and Adelaide Bank Limited for the year 2019 is 552 million and for 2018 is 634.5 million. Now the taxable profit. Taxable profit is the amount which is used to calculate tax on income. Taxable profit might be higher or lower because there are many reasons where taxable profit is differentiated from the retained earning. Temporary difference. A temporary difference applies to the gap between income tax and the income from pre-tax books that will gradually reverse itself or remove it. It is also known as a timing difference because it is recognized in different time periods. A good example is the accrual accounting. A temporary difference is of two types, which is taxable temporary differences and deductible temporary differences. Taxable temporary differences indicates the differences in the time that leads the taxable income in present time, whereas deductible temporary differences applies to one that will result in sum that will be deductible when calculating potential taxable income or loss. So the next topic is deferred taxable assets, DTA. Deferred tax assets is recognized for all the temporary co-insurance distinction when a subject to a tax profit is assumed to cover deferred tax asset distinction. It is not identified in income statement of the company. According to the rule of IAS, the amounts of income taxes which can be recoverable in future, which is related to the deferred tax assets. Hence, the following should be considered as deferred tax assets: carry forward of unused tax losses, carry forward of unused tax credits, and the temporary difference which are deductible. The deferred tax assets of Bendigo and Adelaide Bank Limited on the financial year 2019 is 167.7 million and for 2018 is 112.4 million. Deferred tax liability, DTL. Deferred tax liability is the tax amount due or appraisable for the previous length of time but has not yet been compensated. It is also described as the quantity of taxable profit in the long term of the temporary subject of tax distinction. The good example of deferred tax liability is sales receivable. The deferred tax liability of Bendigo and Adelaide Bank Limited for the financial year 2019 is 85.8 million and for 2018 is 19.3 million. Now talking about analysis of income tax expenses, we can say that tax expenses helps in affecting the net profit earning of the company. The current tax expenses of Bendigo and Adelaide Bank Limited for 2019 is $161.4 million and for 2018 it is 162.9 million. The item which leads to creation of deferred tax assets and deferred tax liability are PRRT, some non-deductible amounts, prior year adjustment, foreign exchange impact on tax expenses, difference in effective tax rate, and foreign expenditure which has not brought into account. So there are many reasons for differentiation in corporate rate tax and accounting income. So there are delayed tax liability for origination and reversal of temporary differences in 2018 to 112.4 million, and 2019 is 167.7 million. Income tax expenses estimated at Australian tax rate is 30% and measure according to the tax rate is 162.9 million and 161.4 million respectively for the year 2018 and 2019 for the Bendigo and Adelaide Bank Limited. The reason for differentiating the corporate tax rate to accounting income are non-deductible capital losses on disposal and damage. Expenditure are not deductible. Previously decoded capital losses are recognized. There are some changes to present tax of previous years, and there are some other expenses. Now talking about deferred tax assets and deferred tax liability. A deferred tax asset refers to the accumulated future deduction, which means positive cash flow, while deferred tax liability refers to the future tax liability. For corporation, deferred tax liability is netted against deferred tax assets and reported on the balance sheet. Looking at the balance sheet, we may find either the deferred tax assets or deferred tax liability is reported correctly or not on the financial year's book. These assets and liabilities can have direct impact on the company's tax liability. This understanding of what deferred tax assets and deferred tax liability indicates and how important these are to our balance sheet. Now, income tax expenses for the current year of Bendigo and Adelaide Bank Limited for the fiscal year 2019 is $177.1 million, and for 2018 is $199.5 million. Income tax payable for the current year of Bendigo and Adelaide Bank Limited for the fiscal year 2019 is $166.7 million, and for 2018 is $210 million. Tax expenses has been recorded in the profit and loss account, and the income tax payable has been recorded in financial year report and also in cash outflow in cash flow statement. Tax expenses and tax payable are different because of adjustment, which are temporary and permanent difference. A permanent difference will never be reversed, and as such will only have an impact in period it occurs. Often the only impact that the effective tax rate on the book will be higher or lower than effective tax rate on the company tax. A temporary difference, however, creates a more complex effect on the company's accounting. If a temporary difference causes pre-tax book into a income to be higher than actual taxable income, then a deferred tax liability is created. This is because the company has now earned more revenue in its book than it's recorded on its tax return. In conclusion, we can say that Bendigo and Adelaide Bank Limited have different ways of handling the income tax, deferred tax assets, deferred tax liabilities, permanent and temporary differences, and the analysis of financial year statement has helped us to identify each items that help company in taxable profit and accounting profit. Now we understand the adjustment of deferred tax asset and deferred tax liability in financial statement, which helps in contribution in the creation of deferred tax. I hope I have explained everything for the question that has mentioned for this topic, and I want to thank all my subject coordinators and all my teachers. Thank you.